Yeah, I mean, I was a late bloomer in the drug world. Really didn't do anything in high school. Never, I think I was drunk once in high school. Um, Years, it was my 21st birthday if I did any illegal drug or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, in '91, I was a paid fireman and I got hurt on a call, and so it led to a back surgery, and so that was my first kind of big introduction to pain medicine, and it just it grew from there. It just went out of control. That little snowball grew later to the size of a mountain, and it was done. I ended up giving a guy, gave him five pills, five Percocets. Got a distribution charge from it, and cost me my career. Everything I'd ever worked for was just shot down the drain with a matter of giving a guy, no money exchange, giving him five pills. And then being homeless, and living on the street over a Christmas holiday when the rest of my family was eating Christmas dinner together, and I'm, living on the street in a tent under the bridge where I grew up at, in total humiliation. As an EMT and a fireman, I'd maybe sometimes maybe help save someone's life that had a near overdose. And then I went from that, where I was always trying to help other people, to where it was like I couldn't help myself when I needed to help myself. I was the one at one point in time where I needed to be helped, and I was too proud or whatever, or just didn't want to ask for help, or thought maybe I could do it. I could save them, I could save myself, but that wasn't the case. There was no way I was going to be able to do it on my own ever. That was kind of funny. It was not funny, but it was a coincidence. I was Googling how to get pills offline. How I could order anything from overseas, or I could come up with something. I Googled it. The top of the screen said you're addicted to opiates. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And so I clicked on it, and it was Dr. Coleman's office ad or whatever. So I read a little bit about it, and I'd heard about the rapid detox and all that, and I was kind of, but at that point in time I was like, I'm willing to try anything, because even if it kills me, I'm gonna end up dying where I'm going anyway. So I clicked on it. I called the office. It was probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, like most addicts are up at that hour. That's like our regular time, business hours. And so someone called me back, during real business hours. I hit my bottom. I was ready to go, and I didn't care what it was, what it had to do. I was ready to go make a different lifestyle. It was like I'd had enough of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, honestly. Hands down, and I think will probably be the best decision I've ever made in my life. I mean, yeah, there's no, you can't even describe the difference in where I was and where I am now, and my feelings behind that. Words can't describe the way I feel about getting clean versus staying in active addiction. And for me personally, it was a great experience. I mean, like I said, you didn't sit out in the office for hours waiting to go back and sit there, as you're detoxing, sweating and shaking and chills and goosebumps and all that. You got here, did a little bit of paperwork, and for the most part were brought back pretty quickly. And the rest of it was great. I mean, the staff was, always great. I was here around 2005. This is what, 2013. She still remembered me. Never say never, and never give up a dream. I get a little emotional sometimes because um, today's what, tomorrow will be June 1st. On the 7th of June, I go to take my physical, and I'm gonna be back in fireman again. It's like it was my lifelong dream and passion. I can't wait to get back on the fire truck.